One of the greatest things about being a real estate agent is you are an independent contractor. Today here on Elite Real Estate Coaching and Training, we're going to talk about the A to Z's of real estate, and this week we're talking about I for independent contract. I hope you stick around. Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Dave here with Elite Real Estate Coaching and Training, and we're talking about the A to Z's of real estate and the I for independent contractor today. And wow, that's a lot to say really fast, but think about it. Most of us don't realize that as we get into the business, we first come into it, we kind of look at it as a job. In fact, as a broker who's responsible for hiring agents on a regular basis, I have a lot of agents that come in who are brand new to the industry, and they approach it a lot like they would a job. They ask a lot of the same questions that they would if they were applying for a job. Now, I know that they're asking the wrong questions. I know after 25 years of doing this that part of my job is to help them understand the right question. In fact, I've recently recorded a video on the 7 questions that I think real estate agents should be asking when they go to interview with a broker. I'll put the link for that at the very end of this video. So at the end of the video, if you want to click that and watch the video about the 7 questions I think you should ask, that'd be a great way for you to get to that information. So when you become an independent contractor, you have to start thinking for the first time in your life, for many of us, you're working for yourself. There is no boss. There's nobody to tell you what to do. There's nobody to kick your butt and say, get out of bed. There's nobody calling you at 10 o'clock going, hey, how come you're late for work? There's nobody that is mad if you take off early. There's nobody that's going to get on to you if you decide to take a 4-week vacation in the middle of the spring market. And there's nobody to blame if you don't make any money. You see, being your own boss, being an independent contractor means you have to be self-motivated. You've got to be one of those people that gets up in the morning and says, I'm going to do this. Now, that requires you to have a lot of really great habits. So are you the kind of person that has great habits and great discipline in your life? Or are you the kind of person that's just kind of floats around and flies around and flitters around to this, that, and the other without a whole lot of purpose and direction? So keep in mind, what I teach isn't about sales. It's about owning a business. So as a business person, you behave differently than a salesperson. And yes, early on in your real estate career, you need to learn how to sell some houses. But after that, we have to shift our behavior, shift our focus, and start thinking like a business owner, somebody who has duplicable processes and systems, something that is scalable, teachable, delegatable, or you're just going to run around with your hair on fire. So if you're just looking for sales advice and how to be a decent salesperson, my channel's probably not the greatest place for you, because I'm trying to get people who watch my videos to think and behave like an independent business owner that just happens to be affiliated with another organization called a brokerage. Here at our office, we kind of teach people that although you're in business for yourself, you're not in business by yourself. As a brokerage, we kind of partner up with our agents to help them build the businesses that they want to own, that will then provide for them and their families the kind of lifestyle that their goals are for. So how focused and disciplined are you on a daily basis? It's incredibly important for a business owner to be disciplined. At some point, you're going to need staff, and your staff is going to start looking at you, whether it's an admin, which by the way, I think the first hire should probably be an admin, or a buyer's agent, or just another team member. They're all going to look at you and your behavior, and they're going to ask a tough question. Is this the behavior of a business owner, or is this the behavior of a salesperson? If it's just the behavior of a salesperson, you're just going to teach them to do all the wrong things, and eventually they're going to leave, which is why the burnout rate for team members is so high for us as an industry. I think NAR's newest stats on that says that the average length of time somebody stays on a team today in America is less than 18 months. So if you're going to build a business that has team members, then you have to be focused and disciplined on a daily basis. Keep in mind, there's no one there to fire you. Here's a tough question. As a business owner, if you were paying somebody, let's just say a salary of $80,000 or $100,000 a year, to do the job that you're doing right now as a real estate agent, would you keep paying them or would you fire them? Or would you maybe write them up and reprimand them and say, look, you got to be more disciplined with your time, you have to have more structure, we need more systems in place? Or are you really, really happy with that work that you're doing as the CEO of your company? The cool thing is, in our industry, as an independent contractor, you have the right to make unlimited income. One of the things that I love about this business is I've watched people come in and double, triple, quadruple more the kind of money that they were making in corporate America. The fears that they had as an independent contractor, things like, oh, I don't have health insurance and there's no vacation and no paid time off, those things quickly go away when you're making the kind of money that allows you to pay for any of those things and still make more money. But if that's going to happen, you're going to have to work incredibly hard. Most small businesses in America go out of business within 2 years. We already know that the average realtor in the United States is going to be licensed for less than 2 years, about an 80% failure rate for new licensees in the first 2 years, 85% failure rate in 5 years. The ones that make it to 5 years jump from brokerage to brokerage to brokerage, selling an average of 5 or 6 homes a year in a futile attempt to capture what other people have demonstrated is incredibly possible. So why is it that those people never make it or never make it big in the business? Well, their behaviors are average. That's why I keep using that be greater than average symbol all over our videos. It's the mantra behind everything that we teach here at Elite Real Estate Coaching and Training. The average realtor, unfortunately, doesn't make a lot of money. It's a lot of headaches, a lot of expenses. It's just not worth it. As a business owner, you behave differently than all those average realtors. That probably begins and ends with, how do you start your day? How disciplined are you with your day? Or are you, like we talk about a lot in the video series, one of those hurricane agents running around with your hair on fire, leaving a mess in your wake, always drama, always chaos, always problems? It doesn't have to be that way. You are in control as a business owner, but you have to take control. Or you're just a victim to all the other stuff that goes on around you. Even the greatest agents I see with the biggest teams, there's things that happen on a daily basis they don't see coming. They get blindsided by things that they just don't see on the horizon. But they roll with it because they're running a corporation, they're running a business. Just like you have an opportunity to make unlimited income, you have the right to go bankrupt, which is why most people get out of the business in a very short period of time. They don't master lead generation. They don't have systems, they don't have structure, they don't prospect on a daily basis, they sit around being passive, throw some crap on Facebook and pray that they're going to get the phone to ring. It does not work that way. You'll get 3 to 5 deals a year that way and you're never going to make real money. I'm telling you, if you want real money, you have to have a real strategy for prospecting on a daily and weekly and monthly basis. So it's important that you run your business like the CEO of an organization. How does a CEO behave? If you don't know, talk to some people who are business owners. Get an idea what their work schedule is look like. When does their day begin? When does their day end? How good are they at what I call Dave's 4 Ds? They do it, they delay it, they delegate it, or they delete it. Those are your only 4 choices, guys. You've seen my video on that. Incredibly important that you make a list. You be realistic with the time that you have in your day and you work through the list, taking the big things first. Do the hard work and then do the rest of the work later. That's the life of an independent contractor. But it doesn't have to be lonely and you don't have to be alone. That's where picking the right brokerage, having the right coach, working with the right mentor, collaborating and masterminding with other top producing real estate agents, that's where that loneliness will go away. And that's where that chaos, the up and down cycle of real estate, the rich, the broke, the rich, the broke, we've all seen real estate agents that have experienced that. There's a better way, and it begins and ends with you taking your independent contractor mindset and turning it into, I'm the CEO of my own company mindset. Guys, I hope you like the videos. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to put a comment in the comments section below. And if you do like my videos, give us a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button. It means a lot to me. And as always, I hope you are greater than average.